All right, welcome back, everybody. So when you ask students, and we're talking students starting at elementary
school,
yeah, they would like to learn about money, right? Financial literacy. However, less than half the students are offered courses in school. Parents, we can step in and fill that gap by teaching the kids about money.
No doubt.
I guess we have to learn about it first.
That's right. Michael Masserant, financial instructor, Retirement Education Foundation, with some lessons to teach these kids at all ages. And truly, as long as they can grasp it there, you have to imagine there is no bottom age.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as possible. Only 16 states in the country currently require any sort of financial education requirement for graduation. Michigan
That's
is
staggering to me.
It is. It's horrifying for us at the Retirement Education Foundation, and Michigan's one of them, thankfully. And it really is important, especially if you're one of those states, but even if your school is teaching financial education to students, what should they be learning? When should they be learning it to make sure they're set up properly? Because embedding these really good habits young can make their lives so much easier if they know what they're doing with their money down the road.
So when do you start, and what do you start with? What are the basics?
So ideally, as soon as elementary school, as they're doing math, instead of just counting 1 plus 1, here's $1 plus $1, that's $2, and start to teach them the value of money and helping them understand the concept. We get paid from going to a job, or you get paid from doing a chore, and you can exchange that money for goods and services, and helping them understand when you need to start to pick these things. Are we going to go buy candy at the store, or are you going to go buy a movie ticket with your friends? What do you want to do with these things? Then around middle school, start to teach them wants versus needs. So if you ask a middle schooler, I bet you that they think that the newest iPhone or whatever is a need. That is not a need, that is a want. So helping them understand what are wants versus needs. And then in high school, just get into the budgeting and sitting down and explain to them, look, there's a lot to life that that involves money. So how much does the car cost? The car insurance, the gas, the maintenance. So the high schoolers who are turning 16, they want a new car. They see the new car or the used car. They don't see all the costs that come with that. And so, okay, if it's going to cost this much for the car loan, this much for the gas, the insurance, the maintenance, where's that money coming from? You got to get a job. And helping to teach them these lessons early can really go a long way for them.
It feels like there's a new element with every age level or every school age level. You guys have gone in and actually taught high school kids about financial literacy. What were some of the things that you were trying to hit home, and more importantly, were you shocked by anything that they didn't know?
Yeah, I mean, that was amazing. So we do these classes through the Gear Up program with local colleges and universities, where they'll bring in juniors and seniors in high school to their university campuses to explain to the kids, okay, this is what college is like, and then while they're there, they have us talk to them about finances. It's been really amazing. So when we first started this program, we weren't quite sure, would they be interested in this? Are we going to get eye rolls and kids snoozing during class? But they've been really tuned in, because I think they recognize that there are answers to be had here. It's not, money is not mythical, magical. There are real answers to be had, and if they can start to make good choices with their money young, it puts them on a better path to pay off student loans faster, to buy a car faster, buy a home faster, start a family faster. And even for these younger kids, when we were in terms of surprises, when we were first talking to them, I thought the word retirement wouldn't even enter their brain, because retirement for these 18-year-olds is decades away. But when you start to talk about freedom, retirement isn't just when you're 50, 55, 60, 65, but letting your money purchase you freedom and giving your time back. They start to perk up and go, wait a minute, if I start saving early, I can have more of my time back later in life. And that's really the key for them, is purchasing that time back to let them live their life and do what they want to do. It's been incredible.
Michael, we had I think it was a TikTok or some social media post of a father who was going to his little girl's door, knocking on her door, and he said, okay, the rent's due. And he had all these envelopes, and he collected her money. She was earning an allowance. She was a little one. But then he was saying, okay, you owe me a month the rent, which is $1, $1.50, whatever, and then you have to pay your utilities. and separating it all, it seemed like a lot, but clearly this guy was all about teaching some pretty strong lessons about understanding what it takes the expense it takes to live life.
Yeah, I think just teaching the kids that everything around them isn't free. Letting the water run while you're brushing your teeth, leaving lights on around the house. That's the famous parent gripes. And sometimes the kids don't realize it's not just mom and dad nagging at me to do these things. These are costing my parents money, and this is the cost of living in the world. There are a lot of costs that come with that.
And we're out of time, but maybe we can explore this next time, because I feel like we always talk about it in terms of a negative. There's a lot of benefits to having a credit card.
For
and if
sure.
you just learn about the credit card and all of that, that can help you a long way too. So
absolutely.
Maybe we can explore that next time. All right,
yeah,
great
let's do
stuff.
it.